about
Let's
that.
go.
Starting now. I'm starting now. Setting your meeting for YouTube Live. I don't know when it's exactly going to start, but
Let's
we
go.
are live.
Starting
What's
now.
good? We're live.
Starting now.
We're live. What's up? Hey, where you at, Mondo?
Right here.
Setting your meeting for YouTube Live. I don't know when it's exactly going to start, but
Let's
we
go.
are live.
All right, cool. So, guys, give us a second. We're starting up this live stream. We're gonna be talking about Cosmos. You know, still getting used to this whole decentralized streaming thing. Let me just turn down the volume really quickly. All right, I just want to make sure I can see the comments, get everything set up. It's a little bit different the way we're doing it now. We got 45 people watching. Let me pull up my YouTube channel really quickly. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great day. Content, let's go to my live video. Boom. There we go. Yeah, we'll get the thumbnail up. All right. Hold on one second, guys. How you guys doing? You guys want to introduce who you are?
What's up, guys? Marty here. I'm one of the consultants working with Alex.
How's everybody
Sure,
doing
yes.
today? Hope everybody's having a great day. Oh, sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, want to let hopefully everybody had a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are ready for the new year, making some resolutions. Make sure you guys check out fundamentalsecrets.com. We got our holiday discount still going on till the 1st. Check it out.
Yes, sir. Of course, always. We're going to be talking about Cosmos today, guys. We're going to be doing a price prediction. But I just want to be clear with everybody watching this video. It's going to be an honest price prediction. So it might be a negative thing, and hopefully that doesn't hurt your feelings. But yeah, that's what we do. We do real things, not for feeling's sake. We are investors. So we're going to be maybe I might invest in Cosmos after this video. What do you guys think? How are you feeling right now? I did like maybe a little bit of research, but we'll be diving deeper. What are you feeling right now, Matt?
Just looking at the quick TA on a macro scale, probably should most likely come back and test 20, looking about 28, maybe all the way down to 17 and to get to the bottom of the channels that it's in right now. But that would be my DCA points at this point.
Cool. Yeah. So like, I would say that
22, not 28.
Yeah, you'll show the charts and stuff like that. But I would say that if when it comes to Cosmos, it would have to be better than, for example, Polkadot or something like that, because they're obviously competing. So like I don't know. We'll see towards the end of this. We're gonna attack it from every angle, right, Armando?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna be looking into the fundamentals of Cosmos Atom from a non-biased perspective. Where did Marty go? But yeah,
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Your screen's off. Okay, William's here too. So I'm gonna have him jump in. So look, guys, you can watch my mustache all day, but we got a beard. We got an epic beard. We got another epic beard, and we have a 5 o'clock shadow coming in. So we're all gonna attack this Cosmos. Like we got power in numbers here. We're gonna rip apart Cosmos and because have you guys noticed there's a lot of people talking about Cosmos, right? Talking about Atom. So let's combine our heads. So William, just give you a heads up. We're only talking about Cosmos Atom price prediction. That's it. Okay, we're gonna rip it apart. We're gonna dive into it deep. We're gonna be looking at it from a price perspective. And try to get it from different areas. But hey, let me get the comments up. Why don't you guys, again, sorry, I cut you guys off. Introduce yourself again. What do you guys do? What are we doing here?
I guess so. Since Marty already went, I'll introduce myself. So yeah, guys, my name's Armando. I'm also a content creator and one of the affiliate managers for the Fundamental Secrets here and obviously for YouTube. I help Alex either, create content, do research on different coins, do some fundamental analysis and different things like that. I come from more of a traditional background, working with Wells Fargo in the past. So I give a different perspective and different insights.
Yes, sir. What do you do, Will? What's up, man? How you doing? Introduce yourself. You're muted. Hey, we got to get the zooms on point. You're muted. But yeah, go, Matt. I mean, they can see it there. Matt, what do you do, man?
Yeah, I'm the head coach for Fundamental Secrets. I also run a little bit of everything for Alex. So chances are, if you are in our Discord group, you can tag me, and chances are I'll get back to you because I'm on all the time.
Sir.
I also do quite a bit of TA and a lot of research. So if you need to know anything, I'm the guy to go to for most off the cuff.
Call him the wizard in our
Yeah,
Discord.
Just about to say that.
Just say the wizard and leave it at that. All right? Matt,
That's it.
All right, just leave it at that. I'm just joking. But yeah, Will, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name's Will. I do some content creation. I also help out with educational videos. I help out with TA, kind of direction of market and stuff like that. I usually take a top-down approach as opposed to a current macro look at the current market. So I'm looking at bigger spans of market and trying to see, okay, what are we looking like as far as overall? And I'm also taking a look at other assets too. And I evaluate other assets against crypto to try and see, okay, are other assets doing well? If not, then what will crypto do in reaction to these other markets? Because I feel like there's a lot of good indicators outside of just crypto that you can utilize to kind of see the direction of crypto as a whole.
I agree. So we got another analyst here for FS, and everybody has their unique way of researching. So there's a reason why I hired him. He definitely has a good take on the direction of the market. But yeah, and if you guys are new to this channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Alex. I run this YouTube channel. We have a group of investors, around 10,000. We got the subscribers to the channel, as well as, of course, FS in our community over there. And all I do is research crypto and then teach people about it. So I've been doing this for a long time. And that's enough introduction. Most of you guys already know who we are. So let's dive into Cosmos. Now, while you guys do some research, maybe look into, let's split up, right? Let's work together. So I'm going to show right now something. Why don't you guys pull up a variable? You know what we look for, right? So when we're researching Cosmos, we're probably going to compare it to Polkadot, right? It's probably we're trying to come to an answer of who's going to be the winner, maybe, and we're trying to look for the potential increase, right? So everybody pick a specific variable, and then I'm just going to talk about something that I thought was interesting, and then you guys can bring whatever you need up to the table. So I'm going to screen share here real quick. Boom. All right. So this is what I'm looking at. So we have a situation here where Cosmos to me is not really looking like a good investment at all, to be honest. It's on a pure downtrend in comparison to Ethereum, which bothers me because obviously Ethereum is the king when it comes to the utility narrative. So this is actually very, very concerning. Just to start off this, and my goal here, again, we're not trying to be hype beasts. We're telling you guys the honest, accurate answer. Okay, that's like how you should invest. All right. And anyone that's been here for a while, you guys know the deal. But yeah, so downtrend on Ethereum. This is horrible. And the sad part about it is that it has like a long history of downtrend. The overall chart is on a downtrend. We don't need technical analysis to say this is dying. Now, the good news is in the short term, it looks like we might have made some support here. And Cosmos might actually outcompete Ethereum. So if you're looking to maybe do a shorter term trade, maybe a month trade, this might be smart. But that's why we're also going to compare it to Polkadot. So we can kind of see if maybe Polkadot is the better answer. So if we look at Polkadot, it looks a little bit better. I mean, maybe we have some support here. It looks pretty bad too, to be honest. But if you notice the difference with Cosmos, and what we're looking at here, just to be clear for everybody that doesn't understand what's going on, we're comparing Atom to ETH. It's that simple, right? So if you look at the formula here, all we're comparing is, hey, when this goes up, and this is a confusing chart. That's why I always make sure to say it and so people understand. So pay attention to what I'm saying right now. It's very important. This chart right here, when it goes up, that means that Atom, which is the first out of this division, is doing better than Ethereum, right? So it would be smarter to have held Atom here. And the only reason we ever invest is to outcompete Ethereum. So it would have been stupid if you held Atom through everything, because as you can see, I mean, it depends on where you bought in, but if you would have bought in, I don't know, for example, right here, which looks like a good buy-in because we have this increase in spike, but where it's currently at, actually, you know, Atom has lost 33% to Ethereum, right? So this would have been an inferior decision. And considering the fact that Cosmos is what's the market cap size? It's number 25, ranked 25, right? Comes with a little bit more inherent risk. So you took, if you would have bought Atom here, you took on more risk and made less money, which is what, as traders, we all try not to do. It's like literally the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. So that's like an explanation. And guys, you guys are not used to making as many YouTube videos as me. So for the audience, when you do explain your part, try to break it down in a way that like is very understandable. So just very quickly bring it back over here. And whoever wants to go next, let me know. We have DOT versus ETH. So in this situation, it doesn't look as bad, right? This is like a pure down market. So it looks like Cosmos is just dying versus ETH no matter what. But here it looks like kind of sideways, but it is still a small downtrend. So I think it's because of the interoperable nature, right? Like right now, the trends are definitely like layer 2, not really interoperability. So in metaverse, right? So you'll see those charts like typically do well, and they're usually on an uptrend versus Ethereum. So, you know, maybe this is like a future trend. I think this is a long-term play. When I think of Polkadot, I always think long-term. I think it's like the tech is very, it's superior. Like it's going to work. I think the, you know, Cosmos and Polkadot, this is definitely going to be have a future, but I think it's further than we think. I think layer 2 is closer. And then just to add one more thing to the topic here of, you know, and guys, just to give you a heads up, we're going to be predicting the price of Cosmos at the end using a method that I always use. So we'll see, like, we'll give you the answer. Obviously the title of this video is, you know, Cosmos Atom price prediction. We will definitely do that for you. But we're analyzing this as an investment because that's really the answer, right? Like we can predict the price, but we're probably going to be wrong because it's like not real. I know you guys want that, but like, you know, predicting anything is almost impossible. So we'll probably be wrong about the price prediction, but I think the real value from this video is that we're researching it right in front of your face. And then you know, you can see if it's a good investment or not, because I see a lot of people talking about it. But it doesn't always have to be rainbows and butterflies, right? Right, Marty? It does not have to be rainbows and butterflies. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we always talk about taking your emotions out.
Yeah, exactly. Let's take our emotions out. And if you guys appreciate this kind of live content here, I got 5 people here all on payroll, very expensive stuff. If you could do me a favor and like the video, subscribe to the channel. And, you know, if you appreciate the honesty, leave a comment, guys, leave a comment. Let me stop screen sharing. Let's answer some comments real quick. And then whoever wants to take over, let me know. But I kind of showed what I want to show. It sucked versus Ethereum. It sucked versus Bitcoin. Polkadot looks a little bit better. So let me see what you guys are saying over here. Can you check DIA? No, we are talking about Cosmos Atom price prediction in this video. We're going to be diving into that. Osmosis zone. Predictions are worthless. They are worthless, but the actual I think action steps to get to a prediction is not worthless. Basically what I'm saying is researching is not worthless at all. Somebody said, Matt, why are you so serious?
I'm looking at the charts, man.
We're looking at money. Somebody asked, what'd you do at Wells Fargo, Armando?
Me, so yeah, I did a bunch of different things at Wells Fargo, but the final position that I had was a small business specialist. So pretty much dealing with small businesses, you know, on like the ground level, either helping them get started or, you know, helping them get funding for, you know, continuing their small business progress.
Nice, yeah. So you did banking stuff with the ops.
Yes, sir.
Why you gotta say it like that, man?
I'm just joking. I just love doing that. I love messing with them. All right. Very technical. Alex is loving the honest reviews. Many fake crypto shows. Yeah, that's true. Like when a lot of people, like we did this what is it called, the space on Twitter, and people were asking about Cosmos, and then I saw like I read your guys' comments. I do read your guys' comments. And you know, a lot of them were asking about Cosmos. I think it's because some YouTubers made some videos about it, right? They're making videos about it. It looks optimistic. maybe because of like the chart I just showed on a shorter time frame. So like maybe it outcompetes Ethereum. I think it's probably why they're talking about it. I don't see any other reason why. Have you guys come into any news about Cosmos or anything?
Well, I know Matt has some things later on for us. He said he's found some things coming down the pipeline. So I'm sure the wizard's already on that.
All right, what you got, Matt? You got something for us?
It'll take a second. I got to update where a couple of things.
Yeah, I was just gonna I was gonna hop in if Matt needs just a little bit more time there.
Yeah, go ahead, Marty. What
Alex.
are you thinking? Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Go ahead,
I was
Marty.
just yeah. I mean, I keep my research obviously very simple. Pretty much based off of everything that we learned in Fundamental Secrets and the strategies that you have, Alex. So always checking out the website, right? Just kind of seeing the features that are being listed. So for instance, like the first thing that we always like to look at, and what Alex always mentions, is what kind of problem is it solving, right? Is there a hair on fire solution that a project or a token is attacking? Because that's really going to give you a good indication, as to, is this thing going to be taken off, price action wise very soon, or is this something that's going to be more like a long-term growth that can continuously scale up, right? So basically, if you just come over here to Cosmos and look at like, what does it solve? And their main three concepts are sovereignty, scalability, and sustainability, right? And for those of you that don't know, in crypto, there's what's called the crypto trilemma, right? So the three things are scalability, decentralization, and security, right? And it's really hard for a project or crypto to really solve all three. They usually do two, and you have to sacrifice one. Personally, on our end here, we like projects that are definitely decentralized and are either secure or scalable, right? Because scalability will allow you to see, is this project not only going to survive a bull run, but inevitably can it survive a bear run? Because that's where the true test for a lot of projects is the inevitable bear run, right? When price dumps 70, 80, 90%, there's not much volume liquidity happening. But if a project can continuously come out with things down the pipeline, or offer new updates, whether it's like a DEX or moving from, for instance, Cosmos, they're on proof of stake, right? They if I'm reading it correct, yeah. So they're on proof of stake now, right? So some projects, transition from proof of work to proof of stake. So if something can continuously scale up, that will give you, a pretty good indication of the longevity of a project. Because again, ideally, you want to be in projects that would be around here for a while. But obviously, scalability is a very big thing for Cosmos here as well, right? Because what's really cool is that they can duplicate a blockchain to relieve congestion, and then basically they can set up, split up the apps onto blockchains onto different blockchains as well. So scalability is really cool with Cosmos. Another thing that we also really look at is, their social media engagement and presence, right? So if you can actually come over here and, look at, their subscriber count, their, how much participation they get, right? So for instance, on YouTube, they have about 9,000 subscribers, and they're averaging about 300 to 500 views, right, per video. So they're not really quite meeting the 1% engagement rule there. But obviously, with a lot of projects like these, YouTube really isn't their biggest audience rate. Things like Instagram, Telegram, Twitter. Yeah, Twitter's pretty good. So they got about 285K subs, and they're definitely meeting the 1% here. 900 likes there, 400, 1,000 here. So they're obviously a lot bigger on Twitter. Reddit, Telegram is also pretty big. They have about 20,000 members almost, right? So that's a good thing to see. So definitely, you want to be looking at their social media engagement. And obviously, join some of these chats and just kind of see, if you can get any alpha information, right? Because Discord, 15,000 people in there. So this is where, like Alex talks about a lot on the channels, find out about alpha information. And that's like getting into things like Telegram and Discord. But yeah, I always like to start at the website. I haven't been able to find the token.
I got a good idea, Marty. I'm sorry. You have why don't you go hop into Discord there and then hit up the CEO, see if we get him on the live stream right now.
Sure.
Let's do it. Right now. Hey guys, do me a favor. Let's go into Cosmos Discord if you're watching this live stream, and let's try to get let's get some alpha, Marty.
Let's do it.
Let's get some alpha. Hit up. Let's go spam the Cosmos Discord. Let's get him on here. I think that would be the best answer to this video here. But regardless, yeah, I think Will. I didn't mean to cut you off, Marty, but I think that would be a productive use of. I'm gonna be the quarterback in this research team. Okay, guys. All right.
Love it. I love it.
Really productive. Okay, it'll be really productive if you can get some official right now on the live stream. In front of an audience. We have a pretty big audience of 180,000 people. So let's do that. Will, what you got for us? What you looking at, Will?
All right, so I take a little bit of a different approach. I always like to look and see what kind of engagement they're getting to, but I also like to look at what the network is and what the network does. I will say with when it becomes between DOT and Cosmos Atom, I think DOT's definitely the stronger play due to a couple different factors, but I'll show those real quick. So share screen. So screen one, as you guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
So here's my screen right here. Let me close this out. So basically, I just literally took a couple minutes, ran through, kind of grabbed some information, but like proof of stake, just for those who aren't aware, is vulnerable to a 51% attack. Has it happened? No. Is it possible? Yes. Basically, this is where miners kind of take over the network. They stop transactions, halt transactions, and it can be very damaging to the network. I would say more in a short-term scenario, because I think it would repair pretty quickly after everything kind of got resolved. But I do think as crypto kind of gains more adoption, this becomes less and less likely to happen because we're going to get more and more miners, right? So if we're getting more and more miners, we're going to have less and less colluding when it comes to network type control. So this is, in this scenario, it is more vulnerable, I would say, than what DOT is, because DOT itself actually runs off what they call an NPOS. So it's more of a verification type of proof of stake. So with that being said, basically you get stakers that come in and kind of verify transactions and stuff like that, and people that back the transactions. So this is actually the safer network when it comes to DOT and Cosmos. And I will say most people will typically float towards safer, right? We also have to look at adoption too. DOT has a lot more adoption, I would say, than Cosmos. Even though Atom's running and DOT's not a working project, DOT has a lot more traction. It really does. And I think a lot more people are looking towards DOT over Cosmos. So I think long-term, DOT's looking very bullish against Cosmos. If you look at news, you can always do this too. Just come here, just simply type the name of the coin you're looking at, 20 hours, 1 day, 1 week, 3 days, 2 days, and just kind of run through the different articles, see what they're talking about. You can see right here, DOT, 22, 23 hours, 24 minutes. See how much more engagement DOT has than Cosmos. And then if you come over and you look at Google Trends, another easy, free thing you can do, DOT overall, this is a 5-year span, right? Since 2017, DOT's been very engaged here, right? If we come over, we come to Atom, Atom just kind of spikes, then runs the floor. And it does this every cycle. So I do think Atom will get some engagement, but I think if you're looking at long-term plays, I think that's the much better pick than what Atom will be overall, regardless of what Atom does.
I think it's because of the Kusama, right? That's why they're getting adoption, even though they don't have a working product. They have like Kusama, which is like the testnet kind of. And then they have obviously Gavin Wood, the man's, he's the man. He's the man. He built Solidity, like he built Solidity, right? So, I think the credibility in this situation, DOT's destroying Atom. So yeah, I agree with that, man. I agree with that. Cool. Hey guys, really quickly, I don't mean to take a little break. Did you have more you wanted to say, William?
No, I was just gonna say, like, if we're looking at it from a long-term perspective or a survivability perspective, I would definitely put my money on DOT over Cosmos all day.
I agree.
I disagree with that just because it's kind of, DOT has all the news because of the parachains. If parachains didn't exist, DOT would be, nobody would talk about it.
Well, that's because it's NPOS. That's why.
Yeah, but at the same time, comparing DOT and Polkadot is kind of like comparing Ferrari versus a Chevy.
So yeah, okay. So you're thinking of
it's just the point where Cosmos is already running. It does its job. It does it very well, because that's why nobody talks about it. It's a working, proven model. Now everybody has to build on looking for the new hot thing. So I think survivability, Cosmos is still a better bet long term, at least in the next 5, maybe 10 years. It won't do as much for price movement, but I think that's where its survivability is really going to come in. Whereas DOT, it doesn't have, semi-operational. It has a lot going on publicly in the eye right now, but nothing is tested and proven. So we're going to be
That's true.
looking at buying last year's model versus next year's prototype.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, outside of the not working, 100% dot. But like, if we're talking about something that's working and not working, yeah, again, we're back to, people comparing Cardano to ETH and all these other things, right? Yeah. Cardano's not working. That's just the facts, right? At the end of the day. Same thing with dot. Dot's not working. That's just the facts. They do have other alternatives that you can utilize right now outside of dot. Their testnet, Kusama, and everything else. Yeah, but until it's working, we don't know. And that's really what it is. But as far as the aspect of what they're trying to get to and what they're trying to achieve, I think dot is definitely the more bullish one when it comes to what they're trying to achieve. And I think it's the better running system overall.
Yeah,
for security.
I would say, after what Matt just said, I would probably stay on my side. And the reason I say that is because of the Kusama. If Kusama was not there, then this would be a stronger argument. But the fact that we could see into the future with Kusama and we could see what their team is capable of gives it like that extra element of security to me. And if anything, it makes me feel like they took the time to make this whole other world just to make sure that dot does not fail, right? So yeah, it comes back to exactly what you said. It's like a Ferrari versus like a Ford, right? Like Cosmos is currently working, but it's like to me it would be like the Ford. It'd be like the thing that kind of just gets it done. Right, you got it done. But like the elegant solution to me is Polkadot. Like I think that's like the long term. I think they're gonna kill it.
We gotta ask the chat, guys, in the chat. If you're team dot, put a 1 in the chat.
Hey, can you kill the screen share? Kill the screen share.
If you're team Cosmos, put a 2 in the chat. Let's see what we got.
What are we doing?
1 for dot, 2 for Cosmos.
One for dot, two for Cosmos. What are we doing over
Seeing
here?
a lot of Cosmos maxis in here. I love it.
Oh, snap.
Cosmos has been a top 5 performer for me this year, more or less. Obviously Phantom and some other coins, bumped it down a little bit thanks to Alex. But see, we got some 1s, we got some 2s. I think we're kind of 50-50 here.
Yeah,
we're kind of 50.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said that actually 2 of the top 10 coins are built on Cosmos, Brent B. Yeah, 2 out of the top 10.
Yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point. Terra Luna, right? That is a good point.
I was gonna ask about that. Are you gonna talk about like the ecosystem? Because as much as you can talk about like the coins and the projects, you can also talk about the ecosystems and the projects within or the projects within the ecosystem itself, right?
Yeah, you could definitely talk about it. I would say if you throw the Terra Luna argument, then I would throw the Moon River argument. I would say that Moon River has probably more upside potential than Terra Luna. It comes back to like what personally, like what's working now and then what's going to work in the future.
Well, I do want to bring up too, and I think a lot of people don't realize this. What Terra Luna has done, and really a lot of people miss this, is they've basically essentially taken the EI 1559 from Ethereum and put that in place as their model for the Terra Luna. And they basically burn one side when the other side accumulates, right? And then so people have to understand too, this model is manipulative. Like they can manipulate Terra Luna very easily. It's an algorithmic stablecoin tied to a normal coin. The coin is deflationary, but it is also inflationary, which I don't think a lot of people realize. If they burn dollars, stablecoin, the Luna that pulled then increases. If they burn Luna, the dollar coin then increases. So if some whale jumps in, throws a bunch of money and pulls it back out, they're going to mess with the algo really hard. So you guys should really take that into consideration if you're in Luna, that it is exploitable. So
yes, which thankfully they have tried. I mean, they've simulated doing it on their side, as well as whales have already tried manipulating it, and they couldn't do it to a degree that was detrimental.
Yeah, I just think like in the market though, if people start pulling out of everything, Luna is going to be the first one to get wrecked really hard.
Yeah, Matt and I were talking about it a couple of days ago, and he was that's something he did mention. Is like he wants to see how it'll perform during the bear market. But you did mention, Matt, like so far on the corrections that we had like back in the summer and kind of now what we had in November, December, that it has been doing pretty well. And that I've like actually even looking to stake in some things there. But yeah.
Well, hey, what would you guys say? Someone said FUD. Someone said you guys are spreading FUD. What's going on here?
I think we're just spreading facts like that. This is what we do, right? Like, look,
Facts.
look what we had, you know,
Facts, understanding, and discovery.
yeah, like there's things that Will saw and Matt saw, and you know, even they had a disagreement, but we still, you know, there's a lot of common ground that we do agree on. So this is where the true discovery happens, right? Is when you get like people like us together, or even other influencers, and you dig into a project live and you look into it, right? Because you know, Alex has a different way of looking at things than, you know, Matt, Will, and Armando and I do.
Yeah. Are we anti-shillers, guys? Are we? Is that what it is? Is that what's happening here? We just like want to set an equilibrium to the investing community. I think that's
that would be a good way to put it.
I mean,
Yeah.
To be honest, I just want to see people make money and not get wrecked. That's my whole purpose.
So we're money maxis, right? We're percentage max, Satoshi
Profit
max.
maxi, yeah.
I'm just telling people what I think would, you know, and obviously not financial advice, but like if I can see positivity, I'm gonna be like, hey, this is a good direction to probably take, because this will keep your money safe and you'll be able to make money.
Yo, this shit gives me goosebumps. I'm gonna be real with you guys, because no one's doing this. No one's doing this. Like, it's crazy, but it's true. Like, the views come from like positive, right? And I think right now the people that are watching this live stream can respect the fact that we can come out here and just tell the truth, right? If you guys can respect that, do me a favor, like the video, let's subscribe to the channel. Let's try to spread this as much as possible. Like we just said, we're profit maxis, and we're trying to set an equilibrium to the cryptocurrency space. You know why? Because the consensus mechanism on YouTube is incentivizing viewers over accuracy. It incentivizes viewers over accuracy. I want you guys to really replay that and think about that again, because I know everyone watching this YouTube video spends a minimum of 1 to 2 hours of their life on YouTube a day. And some of you 6 hours of your life on YouTube a day. So wouldn't it be productive if the information you're viewing comes from a perspective that makes you money other than just hypes you up about a coin? You know, personally, I think that's more valuable than researching Cosmos itself. So if you guys could do me a favor and spread the good word of cryptocurrency, like the video, share the video. And there's also something I wanted to show you real quick. Okay, we have a really good idea, and we'll see how many people actually want to jump into this, but I don't mean to derail the conversation. But like, look at this. This is a genius idea, okay? And we might do it in the metaverse as well. As you can see here, we call it the whale tank. We call it the whale tank, all right?
This is the new Shark Tank, guys.
Yeah, we're doing the new Shark Tank for cryptocurrency. It's happening on my Twitter. So if you want to get the time and date, it's going to be on Friday, most likely. I don't know the time yet, but we're going to be destroying new projects. People are complaining that they don't have enough exposure for the project. Well, this is the perfect opportunity for you to shill your coin. So you can come on the whale tank, shill your coin, or if you own the project, you can pitch us. And if I like the project, I will buy it on the spot. I will buy the coin on the spot, which, you know, when I buy something, influence goes out. So we're going to be tearing projects apart. And I want to be very clear with you guys. The whale tank is a savage place.
Nothing being held back. Nothing.
We will not hold back. We've already destroyed people on our last spaces. So head on over to my Twitter, Alex on Crypto. Right here, as you can see, we're moving up in followers, okay? Alex on Crypto, you can see there. I'm trying to get more spaces. Yesterday, we did a space for 3 hours. For 3 hours straight, we sat there and talked smack about cryptocurrency, and people benefited from the conversation. How many different people you tell me, Matt, you guys were there yesterday. How many people came on? They were all happy. They're all like really ecstatic about what we have here. So, you know, jump onto the space. It's better for us because we don't have to like do this whole, you know, Zoom thing. It's literally just a phone. It makes me feel comfortable. And I might sit there for 4 or 5 hours because I feel comfortable. Go ahead.
I probably think that the best part for them is that they actually get to interact with us, right? So they get to ask us questions like, and hear our voice. You can hear their voice. It's a lot more interactive for them.
Yep. So follow us on, you know, Twitter, Alex on Crypto right here, as you can see here. You'll also find Matt, Armando, Marty, Will, all of them will be on Twitter Spaces. They all have their own unique insight, but we're gonna definitely host one tomorrow, and we're gonna call it the Whale Tank. Let me drop this link or can you guys? Or I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna drop this link in the chat box, and I'm gonna put it in the pinned comment of this video. Again, the whole purpose of this is that you just submit what coin that you want to talk about. You don't have to be the owner of the coin, but you could just be a super shiller. right? You want to get your coin heard. You want to get it researched. We'll research it right in front of you. And if it's good, yesterday in a Twitter space, we had someone that was pretty good. It wasn't like the best, but it was okay. And
The pitch sounded good. I mean, I still have it going in my head. I'll be honest.
Yeah, and I invested 50, and I think Matt invested a little bit too. So like that's not a lot, obviously, but you'll see how confident I am about the project because I'm just going to tell you guys how much I'm investing. So if somebody comes on there and blows me away, and I drop 20K in the project, right? Like let's think about this, right? Yeah, I think this is going to be a productive thing for the coins that don't get their name heard, and I also think it's going to be productive to tear apart bad projects in front of people because people don't understand that when you first get into altcoins, it's like the world expands and there's like all these altcoins and it's like, and it's not really it. Like we can look at 20 altcoins and probably pick one and we're usually destroying them, which is weird because in YouTube, why is it all positive, right? Like it's just straight positive. Like it doesn't make sense. If 99% of cryptos are BS, why is it so happy, right?
Like you said, it's for the audience. It's for the audience.
Yeah, they're trying to get audience, they're trying to get views. We're trying to be real and we're trying to be accurate. And you know, I always sacrifice the short-term fulfillment for the long-term gain. And I know that you guys are going to be here forever because you guys know what the deal is. We actually make money. Oh, go figure. Wow, that's crazy, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that new? This influencer age, this cryptocurrency influencer, it's a fresh of breath air, right? We're analysts. I'm fucking around here, guys.
Matt, what do you have for us? What's coming down the pipeline, man? I know you got some alpha for us.
I mean, a lot of it's just already released. I mean, you have Osmosis that's already doing their primary DEX on the space. You have interoperability starting with Harmony and 3 or 4 other blockchains that just got integrated with Avalanche and such. So I mean, they're making it a lot easier to go from one blockchain to the next blockchain, whereas the only other real option are individual bridges that are very selective on what they cover. The point of Cosmos is to connect everything to everything. And
kind of like a Polkadot.
It's what they're making sure that they're doing, and they're doing it aggressively. They don't have to wait on their parachain slots to do something. They just implement it, done. And as soon as they do it, a lot of what is already on that blockchain instantly becomes liquid available on Osmosis to do swaps with. It's very, very well done. It's very reliable. The hardest part really is just using Osmosis because it's a little bit of that learning curve, especially if you're new to the space. So you don't go, all right, well, now I need to learn how to use a bridge. I need to learn how to use a DEX. So there's a little bit of that learning curve, but other than that, once you get it, it's a very fluid system.
That's awesome. So it sounds like it's a lot more attractive to newcomers per se in crypto, right? Versus, some of the other, layer ones that have a little bit more of an intricate, DEX and bridge, for instance, right? I know when QuickSwap first came out, Alex, like that bridge was so easy. Like that literally took 5 minutes.
One of the best bridges. And so all the bridges for Cosmos are technically that simple. I'm going from this chain. I want this chain. I need this token.
Gotcha. And then how do you see, I guess, Cosmos performing, especially now, like the metaverse becoming a lot bigger, right? And play to earn games and NFTs, growing a lot more. Do you think that'll be like the catalyst for Cosmos to, see a lot more price action here in maybe the short term?
Due to the lack of utility of the token itself in the space, it's kind of hard to tell if they're going to see a lot of price action, but I do see them getting a lot of use because of the interoperability. You have
so their pitch is not towards like the audience. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but their pitch is not towards the audience. Their pitch is towards developers, right? But go ahead. Exactly.
Yeah, because a lot of these games and stuff that need multiple tokens across multiple blockchains in order to really thrive. For example, you have Gala on BSC, on Ethereum, on Matic. They can run everything through Cosmos to make all that stuff, make sure that it's easily bridgeable, it's easily getting proper cost reporting across all 3 platforms and such like that. So that way they can make sure that there's less arbitrage going on within their token space, which means their game tokens are now more stable.
Right.
Their NFTs are now more widely available across multiple buying and selling platforms because they can be in multiple spaces. So the tech definitely is going to help pretty much every niche of crypto, and it's already operational.
Gotcha. So then would we
The hardest part is
consider-
the lack of utility
Right.
of the token for use of the space.
Gotcha. So, because
To
you know,
the-
the interoperability was a big thing. So would we consider then, I guess, Cosmos a layer 0 solution, kind of like a Polkadot, or we still
Yes.
consider it layer 1?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely layer 0.
Cool.
But that's
Layer
probably the
zero.
thing I like more about Polkadot though. Like in the future, with this whole parachains, and like the reason I think a lot of people probably like Polkadot is the fact that the whole parachain system and the way they auction off their parachains, people have to buy DOT in order to to be a part of it. So I only see continued use and like more adoption of people using these parachains on Polkadot, in my opinion. And that's going to continue to obviously drive the price of Polkadot up if more people are buying Polkadot to be a part of these parachains, right?
You would think so, but at the same time, look at DOT's price right now. It's had
Yeah, I agree.
16 parachain auctions, and it's dropped in price in the process.
If anything, it's like manipulating the price. It's not really pumping the price. It's like,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm scared to see in 6 months, 2 years, once all these parachain auctions, all their slots unlock and everybody gets that DOT back, what's going to happen to the price?
Yeah, because
Well,
that
I guess-
lockup period was a while,
I guess-
wasn't it? It was like a year or
yeah.
two.
So they're gonna try to
96
keep the
weeks.
retention up. They're gonna
48 to 96 weeks, depending on how long of a slot they got.
The way I look at it is it's kind of funny. It's weird because it's kind of like more like the parachains is like like you could obviously see why it would work, but it's like it's almost like a marketing gimmick, right? So they're saying like they're doing this weird thing where you have to buy DOT, and then people are speculating that less of the DOT supply, which is I'm part of that camp. I'm part of that camp, right? You'll have less DOT supply, and then this thing should pump, right? And that's what a lot of speculators thought. And then you do the lockup period. So if you really think about it, all it is like a membership, right? So it's a membership, but that you have to basically do this candlestick auction for, right? And then when you have this lockup period, it's just like a business. They want to retain as much of those memberships as possible, and they want to get them to rebid, right? Because that's what's going to happen, right? They're going to rebid. So I think this short-term thing, it's like they're trying to kind of make their own market with this like big event of parachain stock auctions. But at the end of the day, it will be how good is it for the developers? Like the layer 0, how good can it get these developers and retain them will be the real answer to the future projection of growth. So coming back to what Matt was saying, what's going to happen when all these coins lock up? I think that's relevant, but it's also irrelevant if the product is really good for the developers. If it's really good for the developers, it's simple. It's an auction. They're going to auction more, right? They're going to want to keep their slot for a longer period of time. So yeah, I think it's like a gimmick that they did that a lot of people focus on, and I fell victim to that. But I also think that what's more relevant is Gavin Wood and the fact that he's created a whole language. He knows Ethereum like the back of his hand. He has all the connections. He just needs to make this developer experience really good. And to be honest with you, I'm not confident to say what a good developer experience is. I'm not qualified to say that. But from pure credibility standpoint, like I said, I just believe that they're going to have a better offer. I think, and is there any other layer 0 coins that we should be having a conversation about?
Wasn't Constellation DAO, Matt, layer 0? But that's a micro cap, right?
It is, and it's very specialized in use.
Yeah, because it's with the Air Force, right? Aren't they
Yeah,
partnered with the Air Force?
it's very specialized in data storage and essentially records keeping processes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Look at some of these comments. Somebody said to love Ponzi schemes is to love crypto. Will, what do you think about that?
What?
To love Ponzi schemes is to love crypto.
Well, I mean, if that's their opinion, then I guess they must love stocks too, with all the insider trading that goes on there. I mean, do you guys not see the government selling their stocks before stocks end up dropping, and then buying their stocks before stocks end up pumping? I mean, most of our government officials already know what's going on before it even happens.
Yeah,
and you guys are worried about crypto.
Yeah, look at Nancy
mean-
Pelosi. They asked her if you think government officials should be able to participate in trading stocks. She's like, yeah, of course, we should be.
Yeah, because they
Even
know
though
it.
they get
Look
all
at her
the alpha.
husband.
Yeah.
I mean, you also have to consider too. I mean, I'm not trying to get political or anything like that, but like if you look at overall, when you're looking at governments, a lot of them, they make what, 200,000, 500,000 a year, roughly, we'll say on average. And within their first year or two, they're multimillionaires.
All right. I got a counter question.
Just saying.
What if you got a guy that is on the executive board of 5 DAOs? Would you allow him to make, and the DAOs are involved with each other? Would you allow them to invest in crypto? Yes, you would say yes, and they would probably benefit like crazy.
I'd be definitely following their wallets.
Yeah, that's there you
The
go.
joy of transparency in crypto.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there you go. So like in one case, you got these sneaky people that are just taking advantage of the system. And in another case, you get these sneaky people that are taking advantage of the system, but you can see their wallet. I love it. Hey, guys, do me a favor, like the video. We've been on here for a minute. We're going to be doing Osmos Atom price prediction towards the end of the video. So stay tuned with us.
Yeah. Also show some love for Eddie, guys. He's still doing the live stream. He's helping us out. He's just at home, but guys, show some love for Eddie in the chat.
Yeah, he's over there. We got to get Eddie and Mike. Eddie's sick. He got COVID too. So yeah, we got a little COVID office over here. We're trying to eradicate it, make it better. But yeah, hope everybody's having a great day. We just talked about Cosmos for a while. You know, what our opinions are on the project Layer 0, which is very interesting conversation because there's like only 2, like maybe we're wrong. Let us know. Is there any other Layer 0s that we need to research? But yeah, towards the end of the video, we're going to be doing a price prediction. Go ahead.
Has anyone looked up like what the price appreciation was for this year for both Polkadot and for Cosmos to kind of compare them to see which one had like, I guess, a better percentage gain?
Well, Alex, you could probably do a dot Cosmos chart, right? Right now, you can probably look that up.
He looked at the dominance chart.
All right, well, yeah, let's pull that up. Here, I'll just show you guys how I do it. It's pretty easy. So I'll just screen share. I'm gonna just pull up. There you go. So basically all I do, Atom USDT, and then I could just do like a dot. All right, so dot Tetherus. I usually use Binance because they usually have, not all the time, but for ease of use, Binance has the most volume. So here we go. These charts are weird. You can't do like serious, like, I don't know if the indicators of technical analysis like really work with something like this, but what we're doing is we're looking at the division of both of the percentages of the coins. So it's just giving you like this fight here. It's basically fighting for percentages. And we have Atom coming first, right? So Atom will indicate the increase. So Atom in this case right here in August did better than Dot. And Dot did better on these downturns. But it's interesting.
The Cosmos is starting to have a little upswing again.
Not only that, but like the
I was
trend.
looking at this went from 25 to 24 in the list. So it's making some ground.
And the trend is up. That's interesting. So in price, Atom looks, the trend is up. Does that give us our answer, guys? Aren't we profit maxis?
I mean, if you're in crypto, you need to be a profit maxi. Otherwise, you're doing it wrong.
So if you're picking a Layer 0, the profit maxi would want to pick Atom.
Yeah, but honestly, I'll be real. I know not everybody would probably want to hear this. I'd probably wait for a trend retest before I jump into that.
So you're waiting for like maybe something like this, and then you'll get it right here.
I'd buy into the trend.
I agree. All right, I got a question. We'll do a lightning round. Will, if I tied your hands behind your back and put a gun to your head and said pick now, and you can't change your decision for 5 years, what are you picking?
Dot.
You're picking Dot. All right. All right. The same thing to Matt. Go. What are you picking? Now that you see this right here.
I think, oh man, I think I'd still have to go with Adam.
I think I'm going with Adam. But okay. I have let's put a spin on it. And if you're wrong, you die.
Still Adam.
If you're wrong, you die.
It's got the proven
Reliance is
tech
on the
already.
line.
It's got history.
Hold
So
on,
now-
Too many unrisks. Too many
I'm talking about-
security
I'm talking
risks
about
and unknowns when it comes to DOT.
So you have to win by percentages.
like outperform, I'm definitely on Dot.
You're going dot.
Uh,
Okay. He feels
Yeah.
strong about the fundamentals.
Oh no, I'm still going Adam. It's too far down
Yeah,
the
I'm
list.
still going Adam.
There's too many.
I was
Too
just
much
about to say
upside.
I'm
that.
not gonna lie. I'm gonna probably go Adam, and the reason I say that is because the market cap smaller. It's that simple.
It's an $8 billion market cap. I was just about to say that. It
Yeah.
has so much room to grow.
By percentages, yeah. I mean, that's how I invest. So, but yeah, I would say the fundamentals on dot. I would be safer. So, like, if I had to, like, I don't know, put a retirement fund, for myself, or like, pay for my daughter's school, I'll probably pick dot. but if
Like you
they're
said,
gonna
I
kill
do
me-
trust Gavin Wood.
I just from my research, and I'm not the guy that just hypes people up, but like he looks legit, bro. I'm not gonna be honest. Like he has a lot of the traits of someone that can pull this shit off, like for real, like no joke. He thinks in first principles. So he's like that type of person. He's like an Elon Musk. He's thinking very deep about problems, and you can tell And I've interviewed CEO, like I've interviewed people like 100 million market cap, Illuvium. These guys, I don't see that in any of these guys, but I see it like from the interviews I saw with Gavin Wood. I don't know. He looks legit. He looks like he's he's taking it to the next level. But yeah, and he's not like hyping it up either, like Cardano, Charles Hoskinson. Like,
What do you think about the theories that Gavin Wood is out there helped create Ethereum?
it's not
We're saying that some are saying that he's
solidity. He created
Yeah.
solidity. He created Ethereum. Like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, he did. He created it on a technical standpoint, not like on a conceptual, but on a technical standpoint. Like I would give it to him.
Well, the thing that I'm considering too, and this is what I think a lot of people should, I do think Cosmos will thrive, right? I'm not at all like saying Cosmos won't do well. I'm simply stating that I think DOT will take majority of share when it comes to layer zeros. And I think like over time, when we include inflation and everything else, DOT's just going to expand that much more. As far as price point wise, yeah, it's high cap now, but so was Bitcoin when it was 20K at last peak. Now it's more than 3x that last peak, right? So if we consider that and we look at it down the road, Cosmos has kind of been like sideways overall trend, right? Whereas DOT has been continually growing more and more and more each cycle. So when I look at it like that, I'm more like, okay, yeah, when we're looking at it, maybe in a 5-year run, I would say Cosmos might outpace DOT, like when we're looking at market cap. But I think like once it kind of reaches the market cap range of where DOT is now, I think it will kind of hang out there for a long period of time while DOT continues to keep climbing like Ethereum and these other top 10.
I do have to say this though, going back to January 1st to current price, DOT 3x, Atom 6x, and still has room to grow.
It's true. What,
Yeah,
do
this
you have it
cycle.
open right now? Do you have it open right now?
Yeah.
That's just looking at the coin market cap
yeah.
year to date.
Yeah, no, but like he will saying like bear runs hit, like all of it hits, and like
Yes.
what's gonna happen. And then like I would say, just to piggyback off of what I said before, like you're right, the winners keep winning. The winners win. All right. So like if fundamentally something sound, like I could see a situation where Cosmos has more upside potential, but DOT took the percentages, right? Just like Ethereum takes the percentages from both of them when we
Yes.
look at look at the chart. So it makes sense. It makes
And
sense.
when you look at a bear market bottom, if ETH hit what, $84, and then it got to what, almost $5,000, right? That's quite a bit of X's. And DOT could probably get crushed down pretty hard. You buy into that bottom, you're catching a lot of DOT, right? And then like when you're looking at compounded exponentials over the years, I think DOT will better perform if you're buying in the correct locations. Obviously, you're not going to catch every bottom, but if you're DCAing incorrectly, getting good pullbacks, you should.
You can't
should be able to
DCA,
outperform.
man. You got a gun to your head and your hands are tied behind your back.
Gotta do it all now.
All right, guys.
Alex, I was gonna say I got to run here, Alex, but it was nice to see everybody. Hopefully everybody had a Merry Christmas and you guys are ready for the new year. Again, guys, check out thefundamentalsecrets.com, the best research on planet Earth.
Go
The
talk to
best.
Marty. Go talk to Marty.
Yeah,
'cause
talk
he's
to
not
me,
gonna be
guys.
done. He's not gonna do it forever, so you're not gonna be able to see his face and soon. So
Yeah,
go talk.
maybe you guys will see me more on YouTube here soon. But yeah, I'm gonna run, guys. I can't wait to hear about this price prediction though.
Yeah, hey, you know how to do it, Armando. Why don't you, while we just talk smack a little bit, pull up the percentages real quick. You know how to do it, right? We do the
Yes,
same
sir.
price prediction. If you guys been following me on my YouTube channel, we do it the same way. It's not perfect, but we have like a percentage thing. So if you just take the total market capitalization of all crypto, and take the percentage difference for the market cap of Cosmos from there. But yeah, go ahead, do the math. You know how to do it. And let me just really quickly shill my stuff, if you guys don't mind. So if you go on over to Twitter, we're doing this thing on Twitter Spaces. So if you don't know what Twitter Spaces is, it's basically just this chat. So you come on over here. There's a big blue square that looks like this. Join me on my space. And there we just talk about crypto. So it's basically on my phone. There's no video. It's just pure audio. So it's like radio. And the beauty of it is that I can pick you to come talk. And then you could ask me any question you guys want. So we're going to be doing live Q&As, but specifically, we got this really cool thing for the new viewers, that just got into the live stream. It's called the whale tank. So the whale tank, we've noticed a lot of people, they want to shill their coins. It's the number one question we always get asked is, hey, Alex, can you research this coin? Hey, Alex, can you research this coin? So instead of me researching it, you're going to pitch it to me, just like Shark Tank. Okay, we're going to talk about your coin, whether you are the founder of the coin or just a big ambassador of this coin. You can submit to this. And what I want to do is drop this, and I'll drop it in the chat box for you guys, and we'll put it in the pinned comment. Follow me on Twitter. We're going to be doing the whale tank tomorrow. Don't know the time yet, but I will tell you the time on Twitter. On Twitter, I will tell you the time tomorrow when we're doing the whale tank. We're going to go through the submissions. We're going to get some of these people up there, and we're going to give you an investment or not investment. I will invest live if it's good. I will literally pull out my wallet and buy live, not my physical wallet, but my digital wallet. I think it's a very interesting concept. Kind of puts me on the spot to make some real answers. Like actually, like we were making these YouTube videos, but like, wouldn't it be cool to actually see someone buying as they're buying, right? So yeah, we're gonna do that. Whale tank on my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Alex on Crypto, as you can see here, and let's have a conversation. I'm also gonna be taking Twitter a lot more serious, and I'll be on there more often. So definitely check that out, guys. You got the price prediction, Mondo? What you looking like?
My bad. I got it right now. I just got the percentage. And
Yeah, take your time. Don't worry about it. So we're going to be predicting the price of Cosmos Atom. Obviously, this price prediction is not going to be 100% accurate, but we do kind of the same standard of prediction. And the beauty of it is that you get to see the potential of Cosmos and Atom. And even though we're not 100% correct about the price, and where it could be in the future, it gives us like that estimation, right? And if you use the same estimation for all the coins, you can see what's more undervalued than this one. Like if we have hypothetically a 10x potential on this coin, and then Cosmos is only 6x, although the price predictions are not correct, you could just see it has more potential, right? So I think it's a good way of analyzing cryptocurrencies for the long run, and that's why I've always done it. You got it for us?
Yeah. So let me get.
Go ahead, pop it open.
Cool.
Let's predict the price of Atom. Go ahead.
Yeah, are we gonna do it like based off like the total market cap growing up by like 5 times or 4 times? What are we doing?
Yeah. So let's start. What do you guys think? It's realistic to get gold's market cap this cycle? 10 trillion. Do you think all of cryptocurrency can get 10 trillion?
It should. There's no.
I think we'll see at least 5. I would say, and that's kind of the bottom end of what I'm thinking. And then obviously, I think 10 would be more towards the top if we get a peak or anything like that.
I agree.
I think 5's safe.
All right, let's do 7.
Yeah, 7's a good middle ground.
Let's do 7 trillion. So, okay, what we just did, guys, if you're just tuning in, you don't know about price predictions, is a lot of times people make comparisons to gold's market cap, which is about 10 trillion right now, so we're not even saying Bitcoin is going to be 10 trillion. We're saying all of cryptocurrency combined is going to be potentially 10 trillion, but we're meeting at a middle ground at 7 trillion. So if all of crypto goes to $7 trillion, and just to show you actual physical representation of what I'm talking about here, let me just pop open the screen share really quickly. All right. If I show you a physical representation, you can see what we're talking about here is this number here. So we're at 2.3 trillion. Did you pull the numbers together?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. You want to
So-
screen share?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah. We have 2.3 trillion here, and we're thinking that this jumps up to 7 trillion. So, I mean, rough math was what, like a close to a 3x in all of crypto. Yeah, close to a 3x,
3.5x.
3.5x.
Oh,
So
my
yeah,
bad.
go ahead. Here, I'll stop the share and you can go ahead and screen share. So if all crypto 3.5x's, and then let's say hypothetically Cosmos moves up in market cap, what are we expecting here, Mondo?
Share right here. Sorry.
It's all good. Let me answer some comments real quick. See what we got. All right, guys, let's see what you're asking here. 10x, you think it's going to 10x? Maybe. We'll see how the numbers play out. I'm sure it'll jump like many other. It will jump, but the question is if it's going to jump more than other coins, right?
Yeah, outperform that. The biggest issue I have right now with Cosmos is like its pull against Ethereum. Ethereum's
Yeah, it's
way outperforming it.
I agree. Like if we look at it, like even DOT like is bothering me a little bit.
Well,
Like
I mean, at least Dot's finding a bottom. Cosmos is just continually finding new bottoms.
the whole chart is going down. That's the only problem I'm having here. So
I mean, if you're zoomed out far enough, it is in the short term. It is breaking out against ETH.
Yeah. In the short term, yeah, and it does have those breakouts.
You guys want to pop open your screen, show them that real quick. Show them what you're looking at. We got to give them visual representations. Whoever wants to do it.
Yeah, I can try.
Yeah, he's gonna. I kind of put Armando on the spot. Go ahead and do the math.
Yeah, I just threw up some quick TA. I mean, if you go back to the last peak we had back here in end of September, we are getting a breakout. So it does still have to come. It came back and it kind of tested the trend. I would like to see a better test. It actually comes back down to the trend line, which it probably will because we are at the top of this resistance channel. So I'm expecting. Especially if we get where at the beginning of the year we start to see the market really start to boom again, we will see alts take a backseat to Ethereum and Bitcoin, and we'll probably get the retest back to the bottom of the channel here before it breaks out.
Yeah, that's how a lot of coins are going right now. That's how Bitcoin looks too.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing the same thing against Cosmos with Bitcoin. We're at the top of the channel. Previous resistance, so we're probably going to see it at least come back to the channel or back to the trend.
And that's because of Bitcoin's recent drop is what kind of pushed Cosmos up. So it's not really an increase in price in Cosmos. It's just Cosmos kind of stood still or maybe had a little bit of buying pressure.
Yeah, it had stability.
Yeah.
And in the longer time, we are still in a very, very long playing up ascending wedge.
Speaking of which, off topic a little bit, but right now our risk to reward ratio is 2x reward to risk right now as far as the current range.
For
BTC.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You tell me to buy? Is that what you're telling me to buy right now? Is that what you guys doing?
You even got money left to buy? I mean, you've taken 2 loans.
I'll leverage up. I'll leverage up a little bit more, just a little bit, not a lot. I did make money off the last leverage, so yeah, I have some room to leverage a little bit more. Yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, in FS we did like leverage play with LUSD, or I did. I don't know if you guys did, but I did. And allowed me to buy the dip without actually spending any new money. But yeah, Armando, you good to go?
Yes, my bad. But I am good to go. All right. So, like Alex was saying, right? Let me share here. Perfect. So, like Alex was mentioning, we just took the total market cap here, which was 2.3 trillion. And what we did, we just took the percentage of Cosmos's total market cap, which is around 8.2 billion. So currently that percentage is around 0.37%. So I'm just going to take here 0.37% against the $7 trillion market cap that we kind of envisioning, or where we're kind of seeing crypto going to be in the next couple, either within this cycle or the next. And we see that we're getting around 25 billion, almost 26 billion. So from current price, you're looking at about like a 3.2x kind of what we're looking at.
Okay, cool. And then that's like if it doesn't move up rank. So like, okay, so just to give you, pull up CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. So what we just did is we predicted the whole entire market moving up about 3x. So you can see it reflecting in the price. So now let's say hypothetically it takes dot spot. Let's say hypothetically it takes dot spot. So we're how many multiples will we get out of it if it gets to top 10 which right now Dot is at what market cap size? 29 billion.
29 billion.
Yeah. So all you have to do to predict the price of, hey, let's say Cosmos gets to top 10, market gets to 7 trillion, right? So right now, what's the market cap? You said 8 billion. So that's
Yeah,
another what?
8.2.
Yeah. So 29 divided by 8 will give us our answer, plus the multiples you just got. So that's like, let me just pull out my phone real quick. It's very simple math, guys. There's no reason to overcomplicate it. By the way, yeah. So we have a 3.6x multiple with another 3.6x or 3.5x in the market. So just to give you guys price prediction, there you go. We 6 to 7x, right? 6 to 7x, and this is assuming Cosmos moves up rank and gets on par in the top 10, as well as the two assumptions we're making is $7 trillion market cap of all crypto. Cosmos moves up to Polkadot's rank and, you know, gets to that point. 6 to 7x. I don't know, guys. I'm not looking for 6 to 7x's. I don't know about you guys. What are you guys looking for? I'm looking for 30x's. So in my personal opinion, after all of the data that was given to us in this live stream, organically, you know, with all of us researching, personally, I will stay away from Cosmos. I'm not going to buy Cosmos. I'll look for something a little bit better. Looking for usually like 10x's minimum. So yeah, what are you guys thinking?
Yeah, if you're looking for a safe bet that's going to get better than, at least better than Bitcoin, there you go.
Yeah,
You can go both. I still do find it will probably do better than Polkadot if Polkadot can't seem to shake this downtrend from its own auctions.
Yeah, to be honest with you, like I'm not personally buying Polkadot right now. I'm just saying, like in dips, I buy Polkadot because it makes sense. But outside of that, like I'm kind of taking a similar approach, but I'm taking a little bit more of a defensive approach due to the position of the market and the current time frames. I do think the market runs up again, but there is potential for this to be the last leg of the market. So I'm taking a little bit more cautionary approach, and I'm kind of dabbling in some BTC and some ETH and some safer picks, and then hedging some of my portfolio towards some riskier picks. So I'm just kind of balancing my portfolio in a sense, kind of keeping some portions to kind of prevent downside from being too detrimental, and then taking other portions and kind of applying them to make more X's. So
yeah, and just to add to, like, if one of my coaches in Fundamental Secrets ever call it or Adam for whatever reason, you know, it's probably because of the trend too, because like it is on an uptrend versus ETH right now on the shorter time frame, and it's on an uptrend,
especially if it comes back and retests that trend.
Exactly. So like if it comes, yeah, exactly what you guys were saying before. So it might be like a good month hold, maybe, or a swing trade, right? So like it just depends on your time frame, guys. Like long term, I think we're all like probably not on the Atom train, maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me. Long term, 6 to 7x doesn't really sound crazy for me. But like you might make a swing trade, right? And that's the beauty of cycle trading. That's the beauty of what we do, is we try to catch them as they come, you know, and then the ones that we really love will hold for a long period of time, which is like Ethereum and some of the other ones. But yeah, I think this was a great live stream. Do you guys have any final comments or thoughts about anything?
yeah, I would say just don't get caught up in the FOMO, guys. I know people try and hype you into buying tops and stuff like that. It's not a smart move, I would say, for the most part. Obviously not financial advice. You know, just look at the position of the market. Understand that if people are screaming about it, it's probably a good time to take profit. If people are not talking about it, it's probably a good time to buy.
Yeah. I had a comment where somebody was in my last video, like, oh, do the exact opposite of what YouTubers do. And, you know, I think he's right. But if you do that with my channel, I will take your money. I will win. I'm going to tell you guys, just kidding. Don't do that with my channel. Don't do that with my channel. My goal is to be as accurate as possible. I appreciate you guys watching this content. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism, subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Hopefully you guys like this new style of content. Leave a comment below if you do like the organic research on the spot, figure it out with, you know, multiple people and multiple beards. Let me know in the comment section so we can make more videos like this. Also, really quickly, sorry, I gotta say this. Go on Twitter. Go on Twitter. Do it. Do it now. Alex on Crypto. We're doing a space. We're calling it Whale Tank. We're going to be destroying coins right in front of their face. It's going to be great. It's going to be dramatic. And you're going to learn something. Isn't that crazy? Dramatic, learn something, edutainment. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm talking shit. Peace out. Love you. Thank you for joining the live stream for so long. I appreciate you guys.
Later, guys.
Yeah.
Later.
All right, I ended it.